The opening ceremony of the 24th National Women's Conference of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, Cowlso, held on Tuesday, 10 September 2024 at the Eko Hotels and Suites with the theme, Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enrich Communities. The Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State and his wife, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Bafemi Hamzat, and his wife, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, and a former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefolire, were among top government functionaries alongside other distinguished personalities, and many well-meaning Nigerians graced this epic event. Speaking as a guest of honor at the event, Governor Eno of Akwa Ibom State, who was represented by his deputy, Senator Akon Ekaikein, further noted that the platform had added more value to the policy of women inclusion and other gender-friendly initiatives of the government, assuring that if their effort is well harnessed, women can deploy their full potential to achieve greatness.
To find ourselves in one position of authority or the other, how do we make good use of such a privilege? 1,001 women are there in Lagos State, but God has singled you out. How do you use it? How do you play the role model for the younger generation of our girl child, of our teenagers, of our young women to also have the opportunity to come one day, rise one day, to stand where we stand, to sit where we stand. All we owe them is to ensure that we are committed, we are diligent, we have integrity, we bring out that positive part in us to serve as a role model, and also to ensure that whatever comes your way, yes, we will gain, but let it reach out. That's what the organizers of this conference are doing. That through this gathering, I therefore, as stated in the letter of invitation to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umar Basieno, at this point, to the glory of God and benefit of the women and the society at large, declare open the 24th Annual National Women's Conference of the Wives of Lagos State Officials open.
And I quote, "When women are given respect, the ability and freedom to pursue their personal dreams and ambition, life improves for anyone. When a woman is entrusted with leadership, the world becomes a better place. This is because a woman is a natural nation builder. Therefore, it is pertinent that we prioritize the inclusion of women's voices and enhance women's participation, most especially in public space." The framer of SDG 5, which is gender equality and empowerment of women and girls, were very clear in their vision. Evidently, the contribution of women to social, political, and economic development of any modern society are essential and indispensable. Women's full and effective participation in politics and decision-making has been widely recognized as fundamental to achieving sustainable development goals. Our women here, you may be not directly affected, but other women at home, in our workplaces, in our communities, their children are roaming about the streets aimlessly. We owe it a duty to impact our life, our world. And impacting our world, we must take this message home to ensure and to empower other children's women that are not in school. We have millions of children that are roaming about the street as we speak. We must work together with government of Lagos State and government of Nigeria and in individual states to ensure that these young people are back in school.
The host governor, Mr. Sanwo-Olu, promised that his administration would continue to provide templates that would empower women and make them more relevant in all spheres of government.
Healthcare, on education, on women empowerment, Cowlso has earned a rightful place. Cowlso has earned a rightful place in the calendar of Lagos State. And year in, year, you have demonstrated it by your commitment at uplifting the most vulnerable in our society. Your projects have been impactful. To soar beyond boundaries is to elevate yourself, is to not to be constrained by the I cannot do it spirit, but by pushing forward and ensuring and saying to yourself, we have the capacity and we have the capability to do it by not giving up, by ensuring that Econo they carry last, Council no they carry last at all. Women have always been a forefront of progress. Women have always been a forefront of development. I will believe this conference is an evidence of your unwavering commitment to driving positive change in our society. When you give a woman a chance, they do not only change family, they change nations, they change communities, they change life. And that's what we are. And that's what you are. That's what Cowlso stands for. Of communicable diseases, to transformative social welfare strategies, to improvement of the subject of the boy-child development. We believe these discussions will provide valuable insights that can help shape the future of our community, our state, and our nation in all. I want to urge all participants to take the knowledge and inspiration gained here and to turn it into action, whether in public space, whether in your businesses, whether in your market, whether in your places of worship. Turn it into a call for action. Let your impact or your gathering at Cowlso this year, let it make a positive change in your life. Let people know that when you come back, when you get home, that there's something positive about you that you have been able to take away from this year's conference. Because it's only when we do that that we can begin to change our communities, that we can begin to see real developments, and we can become the real change makers that we all crave for.
Chairman, Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, Council, Dr. Bijoke Sanwo-Olu, in her welcome address, urged women to be selfless and push beyond boundaries to enrich the communities they belong towards breaking barriers and gender imbalance in the society.
And a deep sense of purpose, I welcome you all to the 24th edition of the National Women's Conference organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials. This is another time of the year to bring women from different walks of life to this unique forum that is aimed at empowering and inspiring participants on professional development, networking, personal growth, and spurring a positive change among women in Lagos State, in Nigeria, and the world at large. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year's conference, Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enrich Communities, is very apt in view of the need to further encourage women to be self-confident and break boundaries in order to breast the tape in whatever fields they desire. Women globally are challenging the status quo by contributing immensely to the world economy, working hard and positively influencing the world with transformative contributions. As a matter of fact, when women soar beyond boundaries, they will enrich communities. And this brings unique insight and priorities for them to advocate for policies that address the needs of all citizens. Let us enrich our communities, different type of communities. Different type of communities. We need to express ourselves in our people. We must do away with the arrival mentality. Don't be selfish. Never be tempted to live for you, yourself, and your family alone. It's not just about you. even if you think you have arrived, there is still a lot more to achieve for our communities.
Several entertaining performances made the occasion memorable and fun for everyone in attendance.
Excellency, I acknowledge everyone seated here. I stand here today to present this great award to a great daughter, a great woman, a star in our own time, Inspirational Woman of the Year 2024, presented to Excellency Princess Adojeke Adefulere. At the 24th National Women's Conference, organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials.
The significance of the conference has been described as a platform aimed at empowering women for professional growth, leadership, and self-reliance. All women have been called on to break boundaries and contribute meaningfully to their communities. At the closing ceremony of the 24th National Women's Conference of Wives of Lagos State Officials, Cowlso, the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his Nasarawa State counterpart, Mr. Abdullahi Sule, charged women not to allow gender, religion, and cultural barriers be stumbling blocks toward achieving greatness in their various chosen endeavors. Governor Sule, who was represented by his Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Aisha Ibrahim, said that the convocation of the conference depicts the collective commitment to foster regional integration, and it's a way to complement the effort of Lagos State government to fast-track development and improve the well-being of residents.
His Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, wanted to be here personally. Lagos is his second home. But due to other exigencies of office, he was not able to be here, and he has asked me to represent him. Perhaps this informed the choice of this year's theme, Soar Beyond Boundaries, Enrich Communities, which I considered apt and timely in view of the challenging social and economic conditions Nigerians are currently experiencing. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is pertinent to state that women constitute a significant segment of our population and perform a unique and indispensable role in ensuring the growth and development of our societies. The reproduction, survival, and continuity of the human race dwell solely on women who have increasingly exhibited remarkable capacity and resilience in social, economic, political transformation, agricultural production, food processing, and particularly of the well-being of their families and the society at large. Similarly, women have over the years proved to be catalysts of progressive change, not only within the conventional corridors of power and governance, but across all the spheres of human endeavors. Your influence in individual families, homes, and communities, particularly in ensuring attitudinal change and promoting acceptable moral values, behaviors, and conduct cannot be overstressed. Regrettably, however, negative cultural and religious considerations have over the years affected our agenda, resulting to avoidable discrimination against women, which has become apparent in all facets of social living. This situation oftentimes created inadequate access to opportunities for women to develop their innate abilities and potentials in order to contribute to the economic growth and development of the society. The staging of this conference, I believe, will no doubt serve as impetus for our women to be abreast with the policies, programs, and activities of your spouses at various levels of government, and therefore provide you with the needed opportunity to offer constructive advice, feedback, support, and contributions to facilitate good governance in the interest of the well-being of our citizens. I, therefore, employ my dear women not to only give in their best, but strive to make a positive remark and leave an enduring legacy in their chosen vocations and endeavors, bearing in mind that as the conscience of the society, our collective disposition, well-being, and future largely depends on your actions. Let me use the opportunity of this occasion to challenge our women across the country to emulate the example of the women of Lagos State in establishing and sustaining a forum such as this to promote growth, progress, and development of their communities.
The host, Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was visibly elated, charged women to take their rightful positions in the society, to be creative and more productive, to provide for themselves towards growing the economy and better the lots of their families.
You can feel the excitement in my voice. You can see the excitement on my face. You can see that indeed you are the real reason why governance is interesting. You are the real reason why we wake up every day and we go with every strength of fiber that is in our body to continue to push on. Because we know that indeed, when you help and train a woman, you are not only training your family, you are not only training a community, you are training nations. So we're happy that Lagos State, using the umbrella of Cowlso, continue to train and retrain our women, continue to provide an opportunity, a platform for you, for your voice to be heard, for you to sit together, for you to judge all together, to share pains, to share ideas, to share thoughts, and to share business initiative, to take out time from your very, very busy schedule. We know you can multitask, but to come here and sit together for 2-3 days and just, unwind everything, creativity being played out. You can see innovation being transformed, all around the conference center. We've talked about it and we cannot, leave it. Agriculture, empowerment is one of the ways to go. You must be able to learn a skill. You must be able to have, a new order. You must be able to learn a trade. There must be something that you can do differently as a woman. There must be something, there must be one skill, one knowledge, one innovation, one idea that you must continue to bake and you must continue to bath every time. And that's why I believe conferences like this will help you put up those thoughts and reshape, your thinking capacity. You cannot stay at the back. The minimum we expect you to stay is by our side. You cannot take a back seat. It's not acceptable. And so we're in this leadership position together. We are in this leadership position together. And the moment you can assure yourself that you can do it, you have the ability, you have the capacity to do it, we know that you as mothers, as sisters, you can multitask at all times. So the skills are with you there. So go out there and soar beyond your boundary.
Wife of the Lagos State Governor and Chairman Cowlso, Dr. Bijoke Sanwo-Olu, in her remarks, urged women to come into the political space and take up decision-making positions to further strengthen their status in the society.
Did you gain anything? Was it worth your time? Thank you. The life-changing teachings, impactful insights shared by the array of speakers who have generously contributed their wealth of experience are truly commendable. I want to express my sincere appreciation to all participants. While this year's conference was shorter than our usual 3-day event, we ensured that the reduction in days did not in any way affect the quality of content or the depth of impact of the conference. Our goal remains the same: to inspire, empower, and equip women with the tools to face today's challenges and succeed. This brings to me an important message I would like to leave with you all. We are at a crucial point in our nation's history where the need for prudent and intentional living has never been more urgent. As women, we feel each other's pains. The era of extravagant lifestyle is over. We must adjust, prioritize what truly matters, and lead by example in our homes and communities. Please, let's reduce the affluence. There's a lot of people out there that are feeling the pinch, even you. The scarcity, it affects everyone. The prices of food is affecting everyone. So we need to adjust. One of the key messages I have constantly shared is the importance of embracing modesty. In these times, we must be prudent in our spending and become exemplary managers of our resources. Frivolities must be set aside as we focus on what truly matters. It is not about cutting corners, but about cutting waste. Every naira must be spent with purpose and accountability. As women, we hold the power to shape the financial health of our households, and it is our responsibility to manage our resources effectively. As we conclude this remarkable conference, let us carry home these key lessons. Embrace modesty. Prioritize your needs over wants and lead by example in your communities. Promote home gardening. Reduce dependence on purchased food items by growing vegetables and other consumables at home. Practice prudence in spending. Be thoughtful and careful in managing resources, ensuring that every action serves a purpose and benefits our family. Mentor the next generation. Instill in your children, biological and non-biological, the values of hard work, resourcefulness, and sustainability. Sometimes we need to adjust, re-strategize, or tweak our plans to achieve more rewarding outcomes.
Several entertaining activities were presented at the closing ceremony of the 2024 edition of the Women's Conference to the admiration of all present. The take-home, as sounded by all the distinguished speakers, is to allow women to be abreast of the policies and programs of their spouses at various levels and government, and also provide needed opportunities for them to offer constructive advice, feedback, support, and contributions to facilitate good governance in the interest of the citizens.